So we've made it halfway through the year. Whew, what a ride. But before we keep going, let's do an energy audit. Let's check in with ourselves. Let's find out what went well the last 6 months and what do I need to work on the next 6 months. Hey y'all, welcome back to Self-Care with Tika. If you are new here, we talk all things self-care, mental well-being, and so much more. So today, I'm going to talk to you about what is an energy audit and what do you need to do to continue to protect your peace, honor your boundaries, and most importantly, how to continue to care for yourself for the next 6 months. So what is an energy audit? I'm glad you asked. So an energy audit is a way for you to find out what is refueling me or what is draining me. So I want you to think of your energy as a bank account, right? Are you making withdrawals or are you making deposits? That is for you to answer. So as you are thinking of the last 6 to 7 months, where is your energy going? Is my energy going to my goals? Is my energy going to the things that I want to do? Is my energy going, or are the people in my life, are they refueling me? These are the things that I want you to think about when you are doing your audit within yourself. You cannot thrive the second half of the year without checking in to see what's draining you. So let's get started. How do we spot it? So number one, what is draining you? What are the activities that you're doing right now that's taking so much of your time, that's not allowing you to rest, or just in general, that doesn't make you feel good? Answer that question. What activities are you doing right now that's draining your energy? So I'm gonna give you a quick example. For me, it used to be overcommitting to events. So I would work Monday to Friday, still run my business, but on the weekends, that's the time I had time to somewhat connect with creators, entrepreneurs, because I am a business owner. So I also like to support my friends when they're doing things. Usually these things used to happen on the weekends. So for me, my Saturdays are like the only day that I get to myself. So when I started overcommitting to events, every Saturday I was somewhere, and then on Sunday it's church and family. So I realized I didn't have much time for myself. So I had to go back and look at, okay, what event can I attend and what event I have to I have to commit to, because that time for me, that day for me was important. So as you are looking into checking in with yourself, doing that energy audit, if you are overcommitting, myself may have been events. For you, it may have been saying yes to everyone. I don't know what it is, but that's for you to look into. Number two is, who in your life right now, no matter how much you give, it still feel like it's not enough. Now we know emotional draining, it is a thing. It may have been harder than physical because your emotions, you carry it everywhere you go. So look into your network right now, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your colleagues, whoever that's a person in your life right now that you have to commit to or you see all the time. Look at the way these conversations are going. Are these people respecting your yes? Are these people respecting your no's? Are these people, do they want the best for you? Are they looking out for your best interest? These are all kind of things that we really want to look into to see who deserves to be part of my life and who is draining me. For some people, no matter how much you do, it will never be enough for them. And understand, every time you're giving to someone or the world, you are taking away a part from yourself. So make sure like you are looking to emotionally, are these people draining you or refueling you? Let's talk about our habits, right? What habits that no longer serve you? Your habits. So you have to look at what habits that's going to serve you in this current season and what habits that may no longer serve the person that you are becoming. A perfect example it is if you're working on a project that's very important to you or you're trying to elevate your life. We know sometimes we may have to limit, sometimes it may look like social media, right? Because we can all fall guilty sometimes. You're just checking in something and next thing you know, it's 2 hours in and you're laughing at some funny videos. That may be good for your mind, but is that going to get you to the final goal that you need to go to? So you may have to look into see, how am I spending quality time with the habits that I'm creating, is it going to get me to the ultimate goal? Also, caregiving without receiving support. If you are a caregiver, because I know a lot of people that watch this podcast, that might be moms, you might have to be responsible for some parents or whatever caregiving might look like in this current season, make sure that you are seeking support. It's great that you are helping by giving back or giving back to the community in a form of volunteering or serving on different boards, because we know sometimes we overcommit ourselves, but you have to look into see what habits, those habits, are they gonna get me to the ultimate goal for the next 6 months? So check your habits. That might be something you might want to look into. Now, let's flip the script, right? What is fueling you? What do I need to do for the next 6 months to make sure I'm recharging, I'm refueling, I'm showing up as the best version of myself? Who leaves you feeling inspired, feeling loved, or feeling seen? I want you to think of that friend. You notice I go back to that friend, right? Or that family member. That person that you talk to, they tend to challenge your thinking, right? They give you the best ideas. You can start with saying, I want to work on this project, right? Just this podcast being born came from my friends. Like, they always encourage me when I go speak. My family, they're like, you have something that the world needs to see. You talk so well about mental health. You talk so well about self-care. Sometimes the people in your life can help you birth a dream. And what I love about them is when I started this, they didn't just walk away from me now that I start. They still there. They still encouraging me. They still saying, hey, you haven't posted. What's going on this week, right? They checking in on me and they keeping me accountable. So I want you to think of those people right now in your life that leaves you inspired, that challenge your thinking, that wants the best for you, and write them down, write their names down. That might be a good time for you to, hey, let's do coffee next week. Hey, let me do a phone call with this person, because sometimes a good conversation can carry you to the next season. Moments. What moments help you return to yourself? Earlier, we talked about activities that may have drained you, but when you think of those activities, now let's turn them into moments. For a lot of people, it could be journaling, right? Waking up, doing devotion, morning prayer, walking in the grass, going by the beach, spending quality time with loved ones, creating something that's going to be impactful. Think of the moments right now in your life that kind of help you bring that back to you. Create time for rest. Just like we schedule time to pick up the kids to go to work, when it comes to your self-care or your well-being, you want to create that time. That is that sacred time for you. Whether it's 1 hour a week, because we're going to start small, right? 1 hour a week that you're creating for yourself to just be. And that hour you can break it into minutes. You can break it into 30 seconds or so. Take that time to practice some deep breathing exercise. Take that time to just go outside and look at the things that you see, listening to the sound of the birds, creating a joyful list, creating a music playlist. When you're in a bad mood, you just go to that music playlist just to listen to, right? So what does joy look like for you in this current season, and how can you continue to cultivate that joy? Planning a solo date. Right? When was the last time you went to your local library, going to a coffee shop, or something that just required just you, right? This kind of help you spend quality time with yourself, and also you treating yourself the way you would want somebody to treat you. A lot of the time we struggle to communicate our needs, but the real question is, do you know how you want to be treated? And the best way to know how you want to be treated is really spending that quality time with yourself. So sis, check out that library, the local coffee shop, going out to the beach, something that just requires you and just you alone. Now this one is very important, and that is peace over productivity. A lot of the time we always feel like we have to be doing in order for us to be productive. But for you, if you haven't checked that episode, What is Peace? Check that out. But what is peace? Peace is something that brings the calmness within you, right? Over productivity. A lot of the time we know stress can kill because of the amount of things that we're doing. So over the next 6 months, I want you to think of peace over productivity. When you say yes to this project, how will I find peace in it? How will I dedicate time for me, my family, my surroundings? How much is this gonna require out of me? Saying yes to certain things can cost you your peace. So be very mindful about what productivity looks like for you over the next 6 months, and make sure that it's not just about productivity, but peace is gonna come on top of that. Now y'all know this is my favorite segment when it comes to self-care with Tika, and that is our sip of self-care segment, right? So go grab your cup, put your tea or coffee in, and come back on the couch or wherever you are. If you're driving, come back later. We're gonna practice some self-care as I'm talking to you. So, grab your pen or paper or whatever it is, and I want you to think of what feels good to you without the need to be productive, right? The reason why we always stress or we always doing is because we feel like we need to be productive. So I want you to think right now, what is something that feels good to me that doesn't require me to be productive? Can it be you going for a walk? Or you calling that friend? Right now, I challenge you. If you have somebody in your life right now that used to give you the best advice and you haven't talked to them in a while, I challenge you right now, grab your phone and make that phone call. Go ahead. I'll be waiting. Or text them. Whatever it is, let them know, you know what? I was watching this podcast and this girl just told me that I need to call somebody that's meaningful to me. And here I am giving you a call. You can be honest with them. What if you just take 5 minutes right now, write down what is draining me? What can I do to help this to fuel me? And that's all we have today, friends. Thank you for coming in and pose with me. I'll see you on the next episode. Remember, let go of what's heavy and keep what's healing. Until next time.